Yeah. Uh, Another little thing about them orbs, it made it look weird in the sky. Cause I really looked at weird because you could see the fire, and like I was explaining to you all on another video, um, the middle part was like translucent fire. You could see through it, and the edges of it was like thick fire that rolled sideways from left to right, just rolling like an ocean wave, water falling back on top of each other. And it looked it funny because only the fire around the edge was doing the rolling. So the rest of the fire, as it goes toward the middle from the edge, it wasn't rolling. It was just like fire. It looked it wild. It was just regular fire, and then like I say, it was translucent. You could see through it. Just regular fire, and the edges of it was like darker, and the fire was just like rolling. All of them in one spot, just rolling, surround the whole orb. Yeah, and then you couldn't see the electricity inside. No matter what position they was coming in, how close they came, you couldn't see the electricity. You know, uh, only when you're inside you see the electricity. Other than that, I didn't see it. Like just standing on the ground and looking up. All I saw was the firelight, the silhouette of the humanoid being. You know, and the way they moved, it was even strange also because, like I say, you hit the fire around the edge rolling, doing this thing, and all the inside fire was like translucent. You could still see it. Um, Brightness with a little yellow in it, and it was doing its own dancing fire move like regular fire, while the edge is doing something else at the same time. And then they looked like um, orbs. But even though you could see like the shape of the orb, you couldn't get that visual like a basketball, like the whole 360 um, image of a basketball. It almost looked it like flat in a sense. It was circular, almost like a saucer or a plate. It's just that the way they moved, you could just see the circle, you know, and the way it looked like differently from a basketball or anything that's really round. The only uh, thing that seemed similar was the shape, the circle of it, and it made it look strange too with the fire moving, and it almost looked as like a plate. Like if you see the whole plate, it almost looked like as if it turned. If it could turn or would have turned, it would have been straight. Like what I'm saying. You turn the plate sideways, so they had that strange look to it, but you could still see the circle even when they moved. It was just all of it. They went together. Everything went together. Yep. And yeah, everything that couldn't uh, moved, like the electricity and even the light. It seemed kind of strange. You know, light is light. But you can't imagine light just grabbing something or even moving, like what I'm saying, like a shape or something, because it's all light. But you had movement from the fire, you had movement from the electricity, and of course the being. You know, I say them standing up in a position where his arms was like bent, while he was standing up, almost in a warrior type position, with his hands almost as if they're on uh, bike handlebars, like close to his waist. Yeah. So them the only things that I seen move, and the light, I'm sure, it probably hit his own thing too, as far as movement. And you know how you flash a light with a flashlight or whatever, and the light spreads out. The light never left the circle. The light stayed inside the circle, when I was looking at it. And it was it was easy to see through it. Besides the blur, it's like it brightened up when it wanted to, or something. Because after it hit me with the blur, I thought my eyes were going blurry, not realizing that I'm caught up in the midst of this thing. I'm in it, not realizing, I'm surrounded by it. I'm in it, but I'm still looking through, and it was looking strange because everything around me was blurry. I could still see the trees, the buildings, cars, everything, and I'm trying to straighten up my eyes. You know how when you sleepy, your eyes get the roll and the thing look like it's movement. So it looked like I was over the trees, like when I was looking, but like, you know what I'm saying? I was looking at trees. I'm around trees before these things approach. But when my eyes all of a sudden get blurry from looking at it, I'm still looking through, rubbing my eyes. And at one point, yeah, it looked like I was over the trees, but I wasn't really thinking about that. I seen the grain and stuff like that. That wasn't really on my mind at the time. I'm just trying to get my eyes together so I can get a better look at this thing I just saw, you know. And the brightness hit me while I was rubbing my eyes trying to get it together. Then it started brightening up and going out. And I was blocking it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, what's this? Like you blocking the sun or something. And about the third time, it pestered me, with the brightness. I'm looking like, man, what is this? Looked up, boom, I'm inside. I'm inside the whole thing, looking out in at this electricity, like it's in the midst of outer space somewhere, but it's all white space, like, and you can look in it far distant, like you looking out into space, and it's nothing but white. And the electricity is going up and down doing this thing. I said it couldn't have went no more up than probably 15, less than 20 feet, the height that it was going up to, and then it was coming back down toward me to about my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Probably about like 2 or 3 feet to the left of me, and a couple of feet in front of me. It was like it was close enough. Like I said, the electricity was about like 10 inches thick, and it was curved like a U or a teacup shape, with a U shape, with the curve. And when it went down, it went it was like a U, and when it went up, it looked like an arch. So it was wild looking, but awesome. And when I got inside, the brightness didn't hurt my eyes. It was bearable, easy on the eyes. Yeah. All right, y'all.